Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Facebook Live, and hopefully everybody can hear me now. Earlier, had a little bit of sound issues, couldn't hear me. So, welcome everybody to the Facebook Live. For those of you that are watching the recording of this was done on Facebook Live, and I will be answering questions in the comments, but I wanted to jump on here and help clear a couple of things up, give a state of the industry type of deal, and I'm going to be brief. So buckle up, and we're going to be brief. I'm going to answer some questions that you didn't know you had, and maybe answer some questions that you do. So, wanted to start with the obvious. The 2020 supply chain issues has carried over to 2021. Just want to recap what happened in 2020. As COVID hit early 2020, they started to shut down many of the plants, or at least reduce the amount of people that were working in those plants. And so that reduced the output that the plants were able to produce, and then the shipments of product to consumers like you and I were also reduced due to lack of people that were able to deliver said products. And that was compounded by the fact that there was a lot of people that had now become work-at-home people. And they needed something for their kids to do. They needed something for them to do. So they focused on their backyard. I do have notes, so I'm going to try to stay on topic. And so far, I'm doing a bang-up job, just saying. As they stayed home, they wanted to improve their situation, which meant pools flew off the shelves. Big box store pools flew off the shelves first, then above ground pools, and then soon you couldn't find any pools at all. And when that happened, the demand for pool chemicals went way up, as most of you all already know. So with all of that being said, with the beginning of 2020, at the end of 2020, a hurricane hit. It wasn't anybody's fault. It happened. When the hurricane hit, it took out a chemical factory, a biolab factory, and once that happened, that factory caught on fire. So it was kind of a double whammy. That factory is no more. It will be back up, as I'm told, the second quarter of 2022. But that doesn't help us right now. That factory produced about 40% of all of the trichlor for the U.S., which is a pretty big deal. That's a lot, which means that we're going to have a little bit of trichlor shortage in the coming months due to a bunch of people wanting to get into swimming, and manufacturers just simply not being able to get product to us fast enough. But we'll make it through. You just need to know that we'll make it through. Trichlor is not the only method of chlorinating your pool. With that being said, Rudy wanted me to remind everybody that there is going to be some snake oil that is being sold to everybody. Like we had the whole magic eraser thing. Didn't work. Won't work. Not going to work. There's going to be some snake oil out there, and just don't fall for the gimmicks. Don't fall for the tricks. Manufacturers are doing everything that they can to get product to the mom and pop retail stores right now as fast as they can. My store, we are about 95% stocked up for the season. Something called, give you a little bit of inside baseball thing, it's called an early buy. So we buy a bunch of stuff before the season starts and have it for whenever you guys need it. I'm parched. Excuse me. And when this pirate looked at 40, I looked at glasses. So there we go. That's happening. What happened last week or last couple of days is there was some people talking about the Texas crisis and the ice. So I want to touch on that. There was somebody said that there were some wholesalers that was denying products to Texas, and that is simply not the case. So the thing was said that Pool Corp, which is a large wholesale company that has a large market share, but they don't have all of the market share by far, that they were not letting some of their branches outside of Texas import product into Texas to help out with the Texas crisis, all of the pumps and filters and heaters and whatnot freezing. The representative that I talked to earlier said that that is not true to his knowledge. And I doubt it's true. So we're just going to go ahead and say that it's not true. The reason why this person said that they believed it is because they've got a 4 to 6 week wait time for their products. That is true, and that is true from every manufacturer, no matter where you are. I tried to buy a pump the other day, a regular old single speed pump. I know single speeds are not popular, and they're going to become illegal in another couple of months, but I wasn't able to get it. It was a 6 week lead time from the manufacturer, and that's just because not everybody has gone back to work yet, and the manufacturer's buildings are having to be half-staffed. So if they would have normally 100 people working in that factory, right now they cannot have any more than, say, 50 people. That's just a rough example, but you get the gist of it. That's some tasty water. I just had dinner too. Hope you did also. So when looking at the Texas issue, we're trying hard as an industry to make sure that the people in Texas are back up and running. The manufacturers, the wholesalers, and even us mom and pops are trying to get product and trying to get manpower to Texas right now to help get those pools back up and running. So even if there maybe was some wholesaler that is denying product to Texas, that's just one company. I seriously doubt it, but the rest of us are trying to get product to Texas right now. And if it wasn't for what I have going on, I would be packed up with a tractor trailer on my way to Texas to help some of my Texas friends out. Going into the next point about Texas, I have spoken to the 3 big equipment manufacturers, and unfortunately, if your pump, filter, heater, whatever got frozen due to rolling blackouts and you weren't able to get out there and winterize it fast enough, that will not be covered under warranty. Not that you guys would think it would be, but it's not going to be covered under warranty. So that is all of the bad news. Well, what is the good news? Good news is we are going into the warmer months and pool season is coming. The good weather is coming, and you will be able to get product. It may not come as fast as you would like, but you're going to be able to get product. My advice to you is, if you have a busted filter, a busted heater, whatever, order those products right now. get them ordered as soon as possible, because there is a 6 to 8 week lead time on most products. And if your manufacturer doesn't have it in, or your pool company doesn't have it in stock, go ahead and order it now, because the manufacturers that I have talked to said that if we place an order right now, July is when we'll get that stuff, and that's for large orders, right? So go ahead and place those orders now, as soon as you can. Rudy would also like you to know that he has a book for sale, and he would like you to pick that up. All right, gotta get rid of that. Sorry. I was talking about Rudy's book. Rudy is sending me a copy of his book, so I'm going to go over that. I'm going to do a video of that when it gets in. And yeah, so the next thing is buy your chlorine now. Buy your products now as soon as you can. The word that I'm getting, and I met with one of the chemical manufacturers today at lunch, is there is not going to be some of the smaller packaging, like the single package tabs, the smaller 5-pound buckets. That is apparently going to be going away. I know that I got 1 pallet of 5-pound tabs in, and I tried to order 2 more, and was told that I couldn't order the 2 additional pallets of 5-pound tabs. So what I will tell you is, if you have a friend or a neighbor that has a pool, the cheapest option for you would be to go in with them to buy bulk chemicals. So if you want to buy a 50-pound bucket of tablets, let's just say, go in with your neighbor and go halvesies on it, or get two or three neighbors and go thirds on your bucket of tablets, or 100-pound buckets of shock. Any of the bulk chemicals that you can buy, definitely buy those bulk chemicals if you possibly can. And split it with your neighbors. And that's about it. I hit on all the points that I wanted to. The biggest thing to note is that 2021 is going to be different from previous years. Your local pool store is probably going to have different size packaging, just because of supply chain issues. Happens. It's fine. You're just going to need to know that, hey, don't get mad at them. They're only able to get what they can get, and go in with some neighbors to buy product. If you don't have one and you want a above ground pool, you need to order it now. I'm getting word that some above ground pool manufacturers are they've already put a limit. They've already put a cap on how many above ground pools that they are going to be able to sell, simply because they're not able to manufacture the amount that's being asked for fast enough. With that said, I think I've answered all of the questions, and I've touched on all of the different things. If you have any questions about some of the snake oil that is being peddled out there, and some of the lies that is being told, lies is probably a very strong way to put that, but some of the mistruths out there about the chemicals, or the equipment, or them being held up, feel free to reach out to me. And this video should be up on the YouTube channel and Facebook shortly after the airing of this live. So if you have any questions in the comments, I will do my best to answer those as well. But for this particular Facebook Live, I am signing off. Derrick, thank you very much, and be sure to leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe pillows over there. That means I'm official.